Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Iowa's offense will start this game off. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan
breaks into the open. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on, hard to get him to the ground.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Wants to fire on second down. Quickly to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
From the gun on third down. Got his man out of the backfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a third and long. They just keep firing. Finds his big tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Right on the money.
I don't know if that was a bust defensively, but there was nobody in the middle of the field that time, making it way too easy for the offense to pick up a chunk play in the middle.
Gets the back moving. Out of the shotgun on third down. Got his man downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. On second and goal, he gets another chance. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wolverines offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Moore to the air. Zings it complete to the right. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. They're going back to the ground. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Wolverines back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the ground. He's got it again. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll do it himself. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Rides the back and leaves it.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Working that left side now. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, he got loose. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Hawkeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for room. It's Moulton.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll go right back to the run. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the first quarter. It's the end of the first quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football, when the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engage, and we wave and salute those kids and wish them all the best. Always a treat to be here at Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the second quarter.
I just know I was going down.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. Pulls it in. It's Stewart. Open space at the 25. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Iowa has the ball back on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense...
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before he picks up the first down.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
They'll ride the hot hand. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Got his man. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it to the back. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And the Hawkeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Takes the easy one to the back. Touchdown, Hawkeye! A great catch and run for 6.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups. And you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue-winged helmets on offense. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on. Turning it on! He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll give it to him again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Moore will throw. Takes a hit as he fires. A strike downfield. Lowers those pads. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Can the defense stop him again on 2nd and goal? Gives it on the option. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Davis. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
The Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to run for it. There he goes. Crosses midfield. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Iowa.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like...
Turning on the Jets. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide, and thus wide receivers. Yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry.
Continues to fight for yards. Touchdown, Wolverines. He would not be denied.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And he added the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here's a heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. And the Hawkeyes headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going to run it. Crosses the 45. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Moulton. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quarterback making checks. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Finds a tight end. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Quick release on the RPO. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And as we get deep in this 1st half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They want to fight this one in a phone booth. 3 tight ends on the field on 3rd and goal. He'll go to the sneak. Sneaks it in.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ballgame. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Penn State is down, but don't rule out some late game magic. With that offense and the kid on D, who's the latest stud at linebacker, anything is possible. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Washington. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
To the air. Going deep. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles. He can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Wide open downfield. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
A really nice job on their final drive of the 1st half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Sets up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hawkeyes will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. They try to pop a run on the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around.
Oh, he's got some space. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Moore will throw. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling past and kind of dodging the pass rush, getting into the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
The Hawkeyes will snap it on first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Fires toward the end zone. And he makes the grab, but can't get the foot down in the field of play. Almost had 6 there. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. Trying to set up the screen. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on first down from the 28. Got it in the middle. It's Moulton. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Quickly complete. And he goes down right there. That play's going to lose yardage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling to catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So the kickoff team is out there ready to put it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Leaves it with the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, the ground game. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the knee on 3rd down. The give on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Iowa has the ball back on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative.
Turning it on! Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. On the ground, it's Moulton. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Unleashes one. Finds a man on the right. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Russell to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires into the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Gonna run it. It's 4. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my...
There he goes. They finally get to him. The what a play there to pick up the first down. The Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Give to the running back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And the Wolverines have this offense rolling. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Plows through the defense. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Rides the back on the option. The give. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. Moore to the air. Unloads it left. And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Louisiana Monroe is dominating this one, thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up 14 over Southern Miss.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Unloads it downfield. And it's incomplete. They were looking. Huge gain on 1st down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands.
Sends it downfield. Reels it in on the left side. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion.
Man, that is just what this defense did not need. Late in the football game, up by a couple of scores, you just can't give up the big play. And listen, that was a contested catch, but we got to get guys on the ground. Can't give up explosive.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-goal situation from the 8. Wants to throw again. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And this defense is well aware of the situation, and they're so aware of it. That goal line package is coming out, right? They've got to stop the run. They know the offense wants to eat clock. They got to get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance to get back in this football.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
A lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. A handoff, keep working on that clock. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give to the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Hoffman. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for room. It's Ford. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the D on 3rd down. Moore will throw. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. Once he got a step, It was all over, right to the house.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Pocket breaking down. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. The screen, and watch out.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. The offense changing the play. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And the Hawkeyes in the hurry up. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Boy, do they need this field goal here in the fourth to get back to within one score. It's good. This is now a 7-point game.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference champion.